Welcome back to Hey Boy. We left you with news of war just recently breaking out between the two alliances, both sides making advances in the war, but remaining even. We have a report on the history of these two leagues for you now. Athens was founded around 4000 BC, but not become a major city until 1412 BC. It is one of the major cultural and economic centers in the world. It is also a philosophical hub of the world with many famous philosophers such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Athens formed the Delian League in 447 BC, consisting of Athens, Euboea, and all of the islands in the Aegean Sea. It was formed as a deterrent of Asia, who at the time was making considerable progress in Greece in the Greco-Persian Wars.
Sparta was founded around the same time as Athens was. The Spartan lifestyle focused mainly on the military, and currently, because of that, Sparta is the dominant land power in all of Greece. Sparta is remembered as contributing to Greece as a whole during the Greco-Persian Wars, especially being remembered for their valiant efforts at Thermopylae, where Leonidas and 300 Spartans gave their lives defending the freedom of Greece. The Peloponnesian League was formed in the 6th century BC by Sparta, Corinth, and Elis, and has grown since then to include the entire Peloponnesian Peninsula. Here in the studio, we have Pericles to comment on the current situation. Andreas?
All right, thanks, Andreas. Pericles, welcome to Hey Boy. How are you doing? You seem a little sick.
It's nothing, it's just the plague. No, in Athens, we're the pinnacle of physical competency.
Oh, okay there. So tell us about your role in the, this whole war thing.
Well, okay. Let's see, where did I start? I started as a general. And from there, we had battles that I led our armies against. In Sicyon, Acarnania, the Second Sacred War, and the Simian War. But I felt my career was lacking at that point, so I decided to become a famous orator, as I'm sure you can tell. From there, I moved on.
Very nice. Well, I think all of Athens is very proud of you. You're doing a very good job right now. What is your opinion of the Spartans in this whole current war?
The Spartans? The Spartans. They are aggressors. They are vile human beings. They are the most vile human beings on the planet. In fact, we had just started our naval expedition to Sicily in order to take care of these Spartans to help our fellow allies from Syracuse out.
Well, that's very impressive. Thank you very much for being on our show today. Back to you guys.
This just in, Pericles has died of the plague on the way out of our studios.
Also here to comment with us is Archidamus II, King of Sparta. Andreas?
Okay, Archidamus II, what exactly is your position in the army here?
Well, I am the king of the city and the general of the army. I'm also the leader of the Peloponnesian League.
So, what do you think of the war with Athens right now?
Well, I never wanted to get into a war with Athens in the first place, to be honest. Athens has grown very powerful very fast, and are becoming aggressive in their expansion of the empire. I don't know what Pericles said to you, but he has a large part in starting this war. He wants to very badly be the sole power in Greece.
Alright, so how is this war going for you? Are there any clear victors yet?
The Peloponnesian League is making progress into Attica, but aren't doing so well at sea. But even though the Delian League is very wealthy and powerful, it is very spread out, and most of Athens' allies are scattered throughout the Aegean Sea. For example, the Ionian Islands. They're much too far away to assist. Athens will fall soon, I'm sure.
Okay, thank you very much, Archidamus II. Yes. Well, this just in, it appears that right after our phone call with Archidamus II, he was actually stabbed in battle and just died. Back to you, Andreas.
This just in, Andreas has a war report for us.
Thanks, Andreas. Things are not looking good in Athens. The plague has taken its toll on the city, weakening the armies and demoralizing the Athenians greatly. An oligarchic revolution has just broken out in Athens. The revolution is a result of the death of Pericles and the failure of the Delian expedition to Sicily, which took a toll on the men, ships, and money of the Athenians. It appears that Athens is now running on reserves, and it's unknown what their military, now led by Alcibiades, will do with the revolution at home, as well as losing ground on all fronts of the war. Back to you guys in the studio.
Interesting, interesting. Well, now here's a word from our sponsors.
Ребята, идите в самую великую страну в мире. Россия!
Что вы, бандитские или бабские школьники?
Наверное, вы забываете, что я тоже русский школьник.
Да! Я люблю мою маму! Хватит уже! Вперед! Молодец! Молодец!
Россия!
Молодцы!
Hey there, this is Jared from Sponge on a Stick. Let me ask you a quick question. You ever feel dirty? Yeah, you do. This is your one quick fix for everything. It's Sponge on a Stick. Clean your elbows, clean your chest, clean your knees. You can clean anything. 6 easy payments of $99.99 drachmas. Sponge on a Stick. Get one.
Call in the next 15 minutes and you'll receive 2 Sponge on a Sticks for the price of 1. Call today.
Welcome back to Hey Boe.
While we were gone, the Athenian government has been restored back to its democratic state, and the oligarchy has been disbanded. Since the death of Pericles, Alcibiades, the new general, has proven to be a great leader. He has focused the war effort off of our efforts in Sicily, which is now a lost cause, and instead focused our efforts entirely on Greece. He led the Athenian fleet at the Battle of Cyzicus, which resulted in a resounding victory against the Peloponnesian League. The Spartan navy was completely destroyed, with no remnants remained, and many, many Spartan soldiers were taken prisoner. Athens is also continuing to have successes on the mainland, making small forays into the Peloponnesian Peninsula itself.
This just in. TMZ has just spotted the new leader of Sparta, General Lysander, with King of Persia in Persepolis. We have the exclusive interview.
General Lysander, come on, hold on. What's the reason of your visit to Persia? Come on, General Lysander. General Lysander.
I want to talk about it.
No, General Lysander. Are the rumors true that you were forming an alliance with Persia? Come on, man.
It turns out the rumor from Andreas' dirty, sleazy reporting that the Persians were aiding Sparta is indeed true. The money that Persia gave to Sparta was used to rebuild Sparta's navy, and they went on to blockade the Hellespont, the source of Athens' grain. The Athenian navy had no choice but to engage them in the Battle of Aegispotami, resulting in the destruction of the great Athenian navy. 168 Athenian ships were destroyed, and a couple thousand Athenian soldiers were captured. Faced with starvation, losing land battles constantly, and either generals deserting or dying, Athens will have no choice but to surrender.
And now weather.
Karate homathetai. Today in the weather, Hohelis is out. Scopite. The Tadendra are swaying very nicely in Ho'anama, the wind. Behind me we have Hoi Oikioi, coming from the Greek of course, or domicile from the Latin, house from Anglo-Saxon, and Zdanya, coming from the Russian. Today it's about 65 degrees, pretty sunny out today. A good day for throwing the old discus around. That's about all for the weather today. Back to you, Andreas.
Here to comment on the outcome of the war is the current king of Sparta, Agis II.
So King Agis II of Sparta, is it true that Athens has actually surrendered? What will this mean for the Delian League as a whole?
The Athenians have actually surrendered, and the Spartan army is currently disarming and demilitarizing the city. The other cities of the League are still fighting, and in fact there's actually an Athenian resistance on Samos that's still going. But soon they will surrender, since the head of the League has been lost.
Alright, and what are some factors that led to this Peloponnesian victory?
Well, we've had many great generals, such as Archidamius II and Lysander. Spartan hoplites are superior to the Athenian soldiers in addition to that. And I believe that Athens, personally, has put too many men and resources into fighting in Sicily, which led them to losing important ground on the Greek mainland.
All right. So what are your plans for dealing with Athens and the city-states afterwards?
Well, the other two biggest cities in the Peloponnesian League, Corinth and Thebes, want to completely obliterate the city. However, Sparta will not allow the Athenian destruction because they're still fellow Greeks, and they contributed a lot during the Persian Wars. It'd be a crime if they were to destroy an important city to our culture. Instead, we have plans to absorb them into the Peloponnesian League after the government is reorganized.
All right. Thanks, August.
Thank you, Andreas. Well, that's all for tonight, Homothetai. I'm Andreas Woodcockus.
I'm Antonius Gazarianopoulos.
And I'm Andreas Holtus.
We'll see you next time with our take on the Greek economic crisis. Stay classy, Homothetai.
Stay tuned for Greek Cooking 101 with Alex Sipe and Matt Nyer.